you. She's, of course, the head of the delegation of the European Union in Lebanon since January 2011. She's originally from the Netherlands, and she has done studies in languages and cultures of the Middle East at the Catholic University in Nijmegen. And then pursued her studies in political science at the University Libre in Brussels. And also she holds degrees in international law, human rights, and the law of international organizations. After 7 years of work in the UN, in the public and the private sector, she joined the European Union in '96 and then worked in several different positions, including specifically the European Commission in Brussels and then the missions in Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon. So she knows the area very well, and she has been really significant in her contributions as head of delegations in Lebanon. Thank you, Mrs. Eichhorst, for being with us today, and I will leave the floor to you.
Thank you very much for this kind introduction. I will be very brief in first thanking the organizers and Professor Mann for your kind words of welcoming us, but particularly thanking the students for being here. When we wanted to set this up, the idea was that you would be sitting here and we are sitting there and we listen to you, and then we have the debate. And we have now a good mix, I think, with the podium of ambassadors and Father Fadi and the students with us. Let us try and keep it really frank, open. Let us try and go away with some new ideas, I would hope, particularly for all of you who work so hard in getting the political reform going in the country. Let us try and do that. I've been here now 4.5 years, and until the very, very last day I will be in Lebanon, I will be very open for ideas and the hard work that needs to be done, because it's a lot of hard work to do political reform. It's not just saying this is what we do, we have to work together. And the European Union, this is what I wanted to say now, very often we are seen as an economic actor, financing projects, social, economic projects in development. But we are a very strong political actor in the country and giving support to political reform already since all the countries in the region decided to work with the EU in '95, strategically. That was in Barcelona. We entered into a strategic partnership on the EU helping, assisting the region to move forward politically, socially, economically. The process didn't go the way it went, the way it should go. There were a lot of mishaps there regionally. One of them was, of course, the fact that Israel-Palestine are still not in peace today. I think that's one of the factors that kept on really hampering to work and advance politically in the region. But there were many other factors. We decided to work with every country individually. And with Lebanon, we embarked since 2002 on a very ambitious political program, but also socially, economically. This is what we call the neighborhood policy, action plans with every country. Very detailed steps to take in terms of reform, making the judiciary independent, reforming the parliament, making sure that the committees in the parliament can work, having regular elections. And that's one of the elements where Lebanon stands out in the region with 2005 and 2009 election. But of course, I think the twice extension of parliament is one of the biggest disappointments people are experiencing today, and that includes also us as EU. We are very, very concerned that this has taken place and that it continues to take place. The stage of extending, diluting, and postponing. That's not good in politics. You need to work head on, and you need to work to get things done. Do you work on human rights, on democracy, rule of law? All of that is very, very detailed work being done, financed by the European Union, by the member states of the European Union, and I'm glad we have today Denmark and Belgium here on the podium, but all the member states are very deeply involved in the questions of political reform in Lebanon. So that partnership will continue. The issue is today, I think, it's in trying to help to make the politicians do the work they are supposed to be doing, if I may say so. I'm a diplomat, I'm not a politician, But I do take the liberty, even within my own institutions, to try and assist and help the politicians to do the work they should be doing. And I think that's what we need to do, work together, in a way. That's why we're here today. I'm very open to any suggestion, criticism, whatever you have in the way we operate. Let's try and make it constructive. Let's try and make it in a way that we can work ahead with it, but please don't ever hesitate to ask and to question, because that's where a fresh and transparent debate should start from. So thank you for being here, and I'm a listener, but I'm also hopefully a contributor afterwards. Thank you very much.